Hello everyone, James is here. Welcome again to Easy English Talks podcast. If you want to watch this video faster or slower, you can adjust the playback speed.
Hi everyone. Today we have a very useful topic, especially for students. We will talk about how to study for English exams at home.
Yes, and this is something many learners struggle with. Studying at home sounds easy, but actually it can be very difficult.
Exactly. At home you have your bed, your phone, snacks, and suddenly studying becomes the last thing you want to do.
Haha, yes. I will study after one more video, and then boom, 3 hours gone.
That's so true. So today we will share simple and practical tips to help you study better, stay focused, and improve your English step by step.
Great. Let's start with the first tip. Create a study plan.
Yes, a study plan is very important. Without a plan, you may feel lost. You don't know what to study or when to study.
Think of it like a map. If you don't have a map, you just walk around with no direction.
Exactly. So, for example, you can say Monday, vocabulary, Tuesday, reading, Wednesday, listening, Thursday, grammar, Friday, writing and speaking practice.
That sounds simple, but very effective.
Yes, and don't try to study everything in one day. That is a big mistake.
Right. Many students say, today I will learn 100 words, grammar, writing, listening, and after 1 hour they are tired.
And then they stop for 3 days.
So slow and steady is better.
Now, let's move to the second tip. Create a good study environment.
This is very important. Your environment affects your focus.
Try to study in a quiet place. Turn off your phone notifications. If possible, put your phone far away.
Yes, far away means really far away, not next to your hand.
Yes, because if your phone is near you, your brain says, check me, check me.
Also, keep your desk clean. A clean space helps your mind feel calm.
And good lighting is important too. Don't study in a dark room like a detective movie.
Unless you are solving a mystery exam.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the third tip. Practice all 4 skills.
Yes, many students focus only on grammar or vocabulary, but English exams usually test 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking.
So you need to practice all of them.
For example, for listening, you can watch short English videos or podcasts.
For reading, you can read simple articles, stories, or even social media posts in English.
For writing, you can write short paragraphs every day. For example, write about your day.
Today I woke up late, I drank coffee, I studied English.
Simple sentences are perfect.
And for speaking, you can talk to yourself.
Yes, this sounds funny, but it works.
Don't worry, you're not crazy, you're learning.
You can also record your voice and listen to it later.
That helps you hear your mistakes and improve your pronunciation.
Now, tip number 4, use active learning.
What is active learning?
Good question. Active learning means you don't just read or watch, you do something.
For example?
For example, instead of just reading a text, you ask questions. What does this word mean? Why is this sentence like this?
Or you try to use new words in your own sentences.
Yes, that is much more powerful than just reading.
Passive learning is like watching a football match. Active learning is like playing the game.
Nice example. Now let's talk about tip number 5, take breaks.
This is very important. Your brain needs rest.
If you study for 3 hours with no break, your brain will say, I quit.
A good method is the 25-minute rule.
Study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break.
During the break, stand up, stretch, drink water, but don't use your phone too much.
Yes, because 5 minutes on your phone can become 50 minutes.
That's dangerous. Now let's talk about tip number 6, practice with real exam questions.
This is very useful. Try to find past exam papers or practice tests.
This helps you understand the exam format.
Yes, and you can see what kind of questions they ask.
Also, try to practice with a timer.
Good point. In exams, time is limited.
So you need to train your brain to work under time pressure.
But don't panic. Practice makes it easier.
Now let's talk about vocabulary learning.
Many students try to memorize long word lists.
And then forget everything after 2 days.
Exactly. A better way is to learn words in context.
That means learning words in sentences.
For example, instead of learning exhausted equals very tired, you learn I was exhausted after studying all day.
That makes it easier to remember and use.
Yes, you can also use flashcards.
Or apps, or a notebook.
Yes, but the key is repetition. Review your words again and again.
Now let's move to motivation.
Ah, yes, the big problem.
Sometimes you don't feel like studying at all.
That's normal. Everyone feels like that.
So what can you do?
First, set small goals.
For example, today I will learn 10 words.
Not 100 words.
Yes, keep it realistic.
Second, reward yourself.
After studying, you can watch a movie or eat something you like.
That makes studying more fun.
Also, remember your goal.
Why are you learning English?
For a job, for a travel, for school?
Keep that reason in your mind.
Now let's talk about a common mistake.
What is it?
Comparing yourself to others.
Oh, yes, that can be very bad.
Everyone learns at a different speed.
Maybe your friend learns faster, but that's okay.
Focus on your own progress.
Even small progress is good progress.
Exactly.
Before we finish, let's quickly review.
Sure. First, make a study plan.
Second, create a good study environment.
Third, practice all 4 skills.
Fourth, use active learning.
Fifth, take breaks.
Sixth, practice with real exam questions.
And finally, stay motivated and be patient.
Learning English is a journey, not a race.
And you don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep going.
Exactly.
All right, everyone, we hope this episode helps you study better at home.
Good luck with your English exams.
Don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your friends. Bye and see you next time. Bye-bye.